Hi, welcome to Postnatal Yoga. My name's Calyn and thank you for joining me for this practice today. Hope you are setting this time aside for yourself as often as you can for the few short moments that baby might possibly be napping, or if you have some support of somebody that can watch baby, then you're only going to find an endless list of benefits to practicing yoga. So we'll start in a comfortable seated position. We will need a block for this practice. If you don't have a block, if you want to grab a pillow would work nicely. So find your comfortable seat and start to close down your eyes. And send your breath right into your belly. As you inhale, expand the belly out like a balloon. And as you exhale, really allow the whole body to relax. Letting go, letting go. Inhale fully. Exhale, release. And take a few more breaths that way. Belly is nice and soft. And squeezing all the air out. When you're ready, you can open your eyes and then just start to roll into your wrists and take the opposite direction. Bring your hands to the tops of your knees. Inhale, bring your chest forward. Exhale, round back, tuck your chin in towards your chest. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, round. Inhale, forward. Exhale, round. Come forward onto your hands and knees. We'll make our way into downward facing dog. So really spread your fingers wide apart to create a strong base. Tuck your toes so the ball of your feet are to the mat, and then start to lift your knees up. Start to pedal into the heels, bending into one knee, bending into the opposite knee. Just taking some time to open up in the back side of the body. Chest melts down towards the mat. And really press the base of the palms down. And eventually make your way into stillness for a few breaths. Squeeze the lower belly in and up. Come up high onto the balls of your feet. Lower the knees down. Bring the big toes together. Widen the knees. And then start to melt the chest down. Forehead can come to the mat. You can stack fists and place your forehead there as well, or use your block underneath your forehead into child's pose. So wiggle your hips back a few times. And then start to make your child's pose a little more active. Really press the hands down into the mat so the hips are coming closer to the ankles. Full, long, deep breaths. And then slowly walk the hands out to the right-hand side. So opening up in the left side of the body, and then allow the head to come back down. Still keeping that activation by pressing the palms down into the floor, and slowly come back through center all the way to the left-hand side. So rooting down with the palms, reaching and opening. And slowly come back to center. You can bow down forward one more time, and then inhale, come up into a tabletop position and back into downward facing dog. Releasing breath, inhale the nose, exhale the mouth. Look forward and walk to the top of your mat. We'll come into a forward fold, allow the body to hang heavy, head and neck hang heavy. Hands or tented fingers can come down to the ground. They can also be just hanging down towards the ground. And then just play around with shifting your weight into the balls of your feet, the front of your feet, so the heels can even lift slightly for a moment or have barely any weight there. Rock side to side if you'd like. Slight bend into the knees, come all the way up to standing. Find your balance on your left foot and then step over the left foot with your right foot. You can bring both soles of the feet down, and then you can bend into your knees if needed. Start to bring your hands down to the mat or the ground out in front of you. Tented fingers, and again, melt down towards the legs. Let's slowly come up and then just switch sides. So bring the right foot back and then left foot to the outer edge of the right foot. Set yourself up so you are squared off to the legs and melt down again. So upper body is a waterfall over the legs, the mountain, the strong base. And slowly come back to center. Bring your hands to your hips and come all the way up to standing. Step out to the right-hand side with your right foot, toes pointing towards the right side of the room. Heel toe the left foot back so it's parallel to the back of your mat, and bend deeply into the right knee. So you're aiming to stack the knee on top of the ankle, and then the knee bend is coming over the pinky side of the foot. Inhale, extend the arms out to shoulder height. Really press into the sole of the foot, of the right foot, so you can align yourself a little bit more. Reaching with the hands out in both directions, stacking the shoulders on top of the hips. And then slowly lower the left hand down to the left leg. And inhale, reach up with the right arm. And maybe even reaching back a little bit more into peaceful warrior. Inhale back up to warrior two. Exhale, arms down by your sides, and then just pivot your right foot so both feet are parallel to one another, pointing to the side of the room. Big toes can be coming in slightly as well. That might feel a little bit better for some support for you. Bring your hands to your hips, and then slowly come forward with the chest. You can stay with the hands on the hips or bring them down to the ground. And again, release any tension in the head and neck. Slowly bring your gaze up, and then bring your left hand down to the ground right underneath your face. Inhale, reach the right arm all the way up to the sky. If you have any pinching in your shoulder, you may want to bring your right hand to your lower back or right hip. Gaze can come up if that feels okay on the neck. Exhale slowly. Plant the right palm exactly where the left palm was, and then left hand to your lower back or extending it up. Exhale, lower down. Slight bend into the knees. Bring your hands to your hips. Come all the way back up to standing. Right foot will stay as it is, and then left toes are pointing towards the left side of the room. Bend deeply into the left knee. Really open up in the hips and really strengthen and energize through the legs. Bend deeply into the left knee, extend the arms out to the sides. Gaze can come over the left hand. Warrior two, Virabhadrasana two. Close the eyes if you'd like, or have a soft gaze. Really focus on strengthening every muscle in your body as you also find a place of softness. Slowly lower the right hand down and extend the left arm up. Try and avoid the knee joint with the right hand and maybe reaching to the side. Inhale, back up. Exhale, arms down by your sides, and then just pivot the left toes in and heel toe the feet a couple times together. This time toes pointing out. Start to bend into your knees into a goddess squat. And then start to pull up through the pelvic floor. So right in the center of your body, pulling up, and then also engaging your core. Bring your hands together at heart center, and then start to lift your heels off the mat. Slowly lower the heels, straighten the legs, release the arms down by the sides. And then you can start to make your way down to the mat. Grab your block or your pillow, whatever you have handy, and come all the way down to laying on your back. Bring the soles of your feet down to the mat. Really press them down, and then start to lift your hips up and place your pillow or your block just right under your lower back sacrum area. Make sure this is comfortable for you, so adjust as needed. You can even take the block or pillow out if you don't like to have it there. And then open your arms out wide to the sides. There's lots of different variations of this supported bridge you could take. If you know any, please do. If you want to have your arms overhead, you can have them there. You can place your hands on your belly if that feels best for you. So just do what feels good in this moment. And then start to walk the feet out to mat distance apart and allow the knees to fall in towards one another. And start to bring the knees apart, walk the feet in a little bit more, press the soles of the feet down as you lift your hips, and then move the block to the side. And then bring the soles of your feet together, widen the knees down to out to the sides. You can support them with blankets or pillows if you need to, and just bring your hands to your lower belly, to the space of your womb where baby was held. And just sending gratitude and appreciation for your amazing body for creating life and giving birth. And just slow down your breath. If you want to stay in this pose, Supta Baddha Konasana, for a few breaths, please do. If you'd prefer to take a traditional Shavasana, extend the legs out, allow the feet to flop out naturally to the sides. Hands can stay as they are or come down by the sides with palms facing up. Just a few breaths here, taking this time to seal our practice and to find a reset in the body. Every day, every practice can be new. And if you'd like to stay here and rest a little bit longer, I highly encourage you to do so. Otherwise, you can start to bring your knees in towards your chest and take any movement if you'd like. And then come to the right-hand side in fetal position. You can use your arm as a pillow and stack your knees. And with helping hands, make your way back up into any seated position that feels nice on your body. And bring your hands together at heart center into Namaskar Mudra. And thank you so much for your practice today. Hope you have a wonderful day. Namaste.
Thank you.